Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of this row. I'm Susan from Tiara Lace Crochet and today we're going to be looking at the narrow diamond panel. This is worked using front post treble crochets and front post treble crochets 2 together. It's a 4-row repeat for the complete diamond, and the first time we start work on this panel we'll be working into a row of single crochets. So for parts 1 and 2 of the blanket, I'll leave the information in the description box below. And there'll also be a part 4 shortly, where we'll look at the border. Right, so in part 1, we looked at the star stitch panel, rows 1 to 6. In part 2, we looked at the bobble stitch border, rows 7 through to 11. And today, we're going to be looking at the diamond stitch panel, which takes us through rows 12 right through to 20. So let's get started. I did a little sample where we started off with 20 chains and then our working stitches came out at 17. If you were doing the blanket in its entirety, you'd have started with 148 chains and had a working stitch count of 145 for each row. Right, so let's carry on with the little sample piece, and we're going to begin row 12 with a row of single crochets in the back loops only from row 6. Those are the ones we skipped. So row 7 was our reverse single crochet row, and we did that in the front loops only of row 6. So these skipped little back loops here, if you can see, we're going to work into those with a row of single crochets for row 12. Using your 6mm hook, find the first skipped back loop just here and work a single crochet. And then single crochet in each skipped back loop to the end of the row. So continue this and I'll meet you at the end of row 12. When you reach the end of row 12, chain 2 and turn. The 2 chains count as a double crochet. So you skip that first stitch here and into this second stitch along, yarn over, insert your hook under both loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 to complete your double crochet. So work a double crochet in each stitch to the end of row 13. Once you reach the end of row 13, just turn your work like so. We're now going to start working our front post treble crochets and also front post treble crochets 2 together. We're going to work along this row, the current row we're on here, and we're also going to work into the row 2 rows below. We need to count 1, 2, 3 stitches along 2 rows below, and we're going to work our front post treble crochet around this single crochet just here. So go straight ahead, yarn over twice, bring your hook from the front of your work in, from the right to the left, go behind that stitch, then yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then identify that very first stitch which is just there, insert your hook into that stitch on the current row, yarn over, pull through. You'll end up with 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. This is how it's looking. Next, we're going to work a single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches on the row we're on at the moment, the current row. Next, we're going to work a front post treble crochet 2 together now. So we're going to go back on ourselves around the base of this front post treble crochet here and this single crochet, and then we're going to skip 3 stitches 2 rows below and work around this stitch just here. So go ahead, yarn over twice, insert your hook from right to left behind that stitch to the right, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you're really making an incomplete front post treble crochet there. Next, yarn over twice, skip 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 2 rows below, and insert your hook behind the next single crochet. Yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Identify the next stitch along, which is just there. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4. So you're going to repeat this again, this little sequence. A single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches on the row you're working on, the current row. And now we're going to front post treble crochet 2 together just as we did here. So yarn over twice, come back to the right to the base of that stitch and around the post here. Till you have 2 loops on your hook, skip 3 again, 1, 2, 3, 2 rows below, and around the post of the next stitch there. Insert your hook from the front to the back, right to left, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Once again, identify the next stitch along just there. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4. So repeat this until you get to the end of the row. We're almost at the end of the row. We do our next 3 single crochets after our front post treble crochet 2 together. Don't forget the 2 chains at the end here are your last stitch. So yarn over twice, go around the base of that front post treble crochet to the right and around that single crochet, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, then identify your last stitch, which is the second of those building chains or turning chains. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that completes row 14, which is the base of your little diamonds. Now for row 15, we're going to we're going to first of all chain 2. We don't do a single crochet now, we just do double crochets in each stitch to the end, but you skip this first stitch as your 2 chains count as your double crochet. So go ahead and work your double crochet to the end of the row. I should say double crochets all the way along in each stitch to the end of row 15. I'll meet you in a few seconds and we'll start row 16. This is how it's looking. So we've completed row 15. For row 16, just turn your work, and now we're going to work 2 single crochets in each stitch to start, and then we're going to front post treble crochet 2 together, but underneath the posts of those stitches 2 rows below. So just turn, no need to chain, go into that very first stitch and single crochet, and a single crochet into the next stitch. Okay, so yarn over twice, bring your hook underneath the front post treble crochet to the right, work from right to left behind that post, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Next we're going to yarn over twice and working underneath these front post treble crochets to the left, go underneath both of them from right to left, and then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 until you have 3 loops on your hook. Then identify your next stitch along, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through all 4 loops on your hook to complete your first diamond. Next, we need to single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches on the current row. Now we're going to work a treble crochet 2 together exactly like we did here. Except this time you're going to be going under 2 front post treble crochets here to the right. Once again, yarn over twice, and this time go underneath the front post treble crochets to your left. And then find the next stitch along, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. So you continue this to the end of the row, and you should finish with 2 single crochets. I thought I'd show you the very last one, as that can be a little bit tricky working under this last front post treble crochet. So I've done my 3 single crochets across the top. I have 1, 2, 3 stitches remaining. So yarn over twice, working your incomplete front post treble crochet to the right, and next yarn over twice and go underneath that little post there on the edge, yarn over, pull through, and then work off 2 at a time till you have 3 loops on your hook. Find your next stitch along, which is just there, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, and then single crochet in the next stitch, and then a single crochet into that second of those turning chains. There we go. And that's completed row 16. Now it's literally a 4-row repeat. So all we need to do now for row 17 is work a row of double crochets. To start, we're going to chain 2, turn our work, and do our double crochet row. So go ahead and I'll meet you at the end of row 17. So that's completed row 17. Now for row 18, just turn your work and we're going to repeat row 14. But instead of working around these little single crochets here, we're going to be working underneath our front post treble crochets, and that's the only difference. So we go yarn over twice, work underneath those front post treble crochets to the left, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, find your very first stitch just there, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Then we front post treble crochet 2 together under both these front post treble crochets here. And underneath here. If you can hear a little background noise, that's my little cat scratching a chair. Right, so you find the next stitch along, which is just here, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, and that completes another little diamond here. Okay, so go ahead, single crochet 1 in each of the next 3 stitches, do your treble crochet 2 together here, and I'll meet you when you get to the end of the row. So I'm almost at the end of row 18. Work a single crochet into the next 3 stitches, remembering once again your last stitch is where the chain 2 are. So yarn over twice, insert your hook underneath those front post treble crochets to the right, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, find your second of those turning chains, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 3, and that completes row 18 of the narrow diamond panel. So for row 19, once again, you're just going to chain 2, turn, and work a double crochet row, skipping that first stitch, going straight into the second one. Okay, so continue with your double crochet row to the end of row 19, and I'll meet you here. So we've now completed 19, our double crochet row, and turn your work, and we're going to start row 20, which is a repeat of row 16 here. So we start with our double crochets, 1, 2. Next we're going to work front post double crochet 2 together around here and here. Find the next stitch along and anchor that front post double crochet 2 together down, and once again single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches and work your front post treble crochet 2 together. So as you can see, row 20 is a repeat of row 16. So if you continue, and I'll meet you at the end of row 20. So we're almost at the end of row 20. We've anchored down the front post treble crochet 2 together. So we single crochet in that next stitch. Here are our 2 turning chains. So into that second turning chain, work a single crochet. And that's completed row 20. So when you finish row 20, the next panel will be the bobble panel, which I showed you in part 2. So I have another little sample here where we've got the bobble panel after the narrow diamond panel. So for rows 21 to 25, remember we finished on row 20 here, row 21 through to 25, I repeated row 7 through to 11. Now, row 26 is where you start the star stitch panel, and that's where you change back to your 6.5mm hook. All the other crochets worked, all the blankets worked in a 6mm hook apart from the star panel. So the star panel, row 26, will be the same as row 3 of the star panel, but you'll be working into the skipped back loops here. So go ahead, just work 3 chains to start row 26 and go ahead as you've done on previous rows for this. And then find your very first skipped back loop, insert your hook yarn over, pull up a loop, and working in those skip back loops, just work it as you did for row 3 until you have your 6 loops pull through like so. So you go ahead and work row 3, you work row 26 repeating row 3. That's just a slight little difference going into those skip back loops. Okay, so if you'd like to do a screenshot of the repeats, I'll pop these in the description box below. So here is the information for the next bobble panel, the following star panel, another bobble panel, then we do a wide diamond panel, the bobble panel again, a star panel, and then a bobble panel again, and then the narrow diamond panel, bobble panel, star panel. So don't worry too much if you can't do a screenshot, because I will pop them in the description box below. Now for the border, I'll cover that in part 4. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Yes, so it's not too bad. First rows 1 to 20, and then it's just repeats after that. So look forward to seeing you on part 4 for the border. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoy crocheting this lovely little throw.